right, it's good to be here. Not all immigrants are the same. Not all undocumented immigrants are the same. Not everyone in this room is the same. But most of us want three basic things, which is to feel safe, loved, and able to support our families. I've gotten to know thousands of immigrants here in Boulder County through my nonprofit work that trains volunteers to teach English to adult immigrants and to unite communities. And a lot of these immigrants have become my family. Most of them figuratively, and one of them literally here. So my wife Marcela is from Colombia, and these are a bunch of my friends here. So the immigrants I know are people who are generous, they're kind, they're hardworking, and they've sacrificed a lot for their kids' education here. And we don't ask, but we know that many are documented and many are undocumented. A lot of people ask me, Lee, why don't people become documented who are undocumented? And they say, why don't they just apply and wait in line? Well, it's not exactly like that. They would do anything. They would pay a fee. They would do anything. But it's not possible. There is no path. I've heard many stories from friends who couldn't go and visit a dying mother or father or sister or brother in their native country because they'd never be able to return to the U.S. where they've established a life for their family for the last 20 years. So anxiety and desperation are nothing new, but what is new is the level of safety and feeling of safety is at an all-time low. And people are not feeling safe here. And we're hearing things like, even things right here in Boulder County from kids asking their parents, Mommy, do we have to start packing? Poppy, are you going to get deported and leave us here when you have to go back to Mexico? So the fear is not new, but what is new here is that people have been explicit about the rhetoric, the scary rhetoric that people are hearing. And now people don't know if you are somebody who wants them here or someone who wants them out of the country. My friend works at outdoor gear place, and he has his name and his Mexico on his name tag. And after the election, he noticed that people were really giving him dirty looks and mean comments. So he changed his name tag to say Italy, and now everyone's nice to him. And so now millions of people are feeling newly empowered to say things, to yell at people for speaking Spanish or Arabic in public. I speak Spanish in public sometimes, and even I feel it, that people would say something if I weren't so blatantly white. But maybe you're one of the millions of people who feels like our country is better off if immigrants feel welcome rather than scared. There are things you can do. One of these things might be new for you, which is don't avoid contact. Seek out opportunities to connect and talk with immigrants who are not fluent English speakers. It's possible to do, but if, and sometimes only if, you modify the way you speak to them. You got to simplify your English, okay? Communication is a two-way thing. English learners are working their butts off to learn, but it's up to you. You can communicate with them in ways that build their confidence or ways that deplete their confidence. So when you talk to someone, you could ask 2 or 3 questions and quickly assess how much you need to modify your English in the following ways so that they understand you. So number 1, slow down a bit. Speak clearly and pause. Okay, repeat stuff or maybe say something differently. It takes time to process in a different language. 2 is simplify by using fewer words. Okay, avoid idioms and metaphors. These double meaning phrases and words don't make sense to people. They give up. Okay, don't ask, are you feeling under the weather? They're not going to understand. Ask, are you sick? Okay, so you can speak to someone, an English learner, and they might understand 100% of what you say or 20% of what you say. It depends on the pace, the clarity, and the simplicity. The third thing is listening. We got to tune into people. Okay, a lot of our English learners struggle with the I sound. They say, where do you leave? All right, so notice the context and understand that they're trying to say, where do you live? Okay, so you got to be patient and focus. So tuning in and simplifying your English is really hard, but here's something easy you can do. Be friendly, smile, say hi. Okay, people instantly, their guards go down. They know that you're on their team, and a lot of people need that right now. My friend Omar, after the election, he wasn't sure if his coworkers were going to feel newly empowered to say anti-immigrant comments. And one guy asked, where are you from? And Omar told him, and what the guy said rocked Omar's world. He said, welcome. So the last month has been pretty crazy, but it's been amazing to see people step up to support and show solidarity with the immigrant community. There's a lot of, you don't necessarily see them in the media, but there's a lot of awesome people here who are working to help deserving people feel loved and safe here in our country. So thank you.